And we got to address the elephant in the room too. Because why don't we have more affluent black neighborhoods? We could say government funding, we could say whatever, but time and time again, we seen, let's say the government came and redid the projects. We seen this happen. It's happening the Grape Street hood, Jordan Downs, they redoing it. That shit looking nice over there. We've seen this happen in other hoods. And a year later, that motherfucker back trashed. That motherfucker back tore the fuck up. So at some point, when are we gonna look in the mirror and go, hey, we fucking our own neighborhoods up? Because there should be a black dominated area that is affluent and is low in crime. We know poverty and crime is related, but when do we stop the cycle? We can't blame the man forever. At some point, we got to clean up our own shit.
We have
See,
to be
but a lot of
have,
places,
yeah.
even when you go to LA or you go to Compton, you go on these blocks in Long Beach, it's a lot of good houses. It's not necessarily that everything over here is just dirty. It be a lot of it's just the crime.
It's the niggas
that's the only difference. Yeah, it's not even, don't even be about that. The block is fucked up, but a lot of times it's just the crime rate. You liable for something to happen to you over here.
And think about that. Nice house, nice looking area, but the location is bad because it's niggas there. So what's the first thing we want to do when we get money? Get the fuck out the hood. Why? Because we know something gonna happen to a nigga. They gonna get to preying on you. So that becomes a cancer in black culture. We become a cancer to ourselves. When do we identify with that? Because we can cry and be outraged on situations like this. Rightfully so, we should be outraged. But we should be more outraged that you can't safely get money and live affluently amongst your own. You gotta go around the motherfuckers that despise you to the point where they plotting to get you up out of there.
The only difference is they have more areas that they consume and take over. Even if we have black areas that's good, for the most part, they have a lot more because we don't highlight when they call it, what is it, trailer trash? Or whatever the trailer
they
homes
put
on that,
them
where
in the
white
trailer,
people
yeah.
be at. And they shit fucked up over there. You know what I mean? So they just don't highlight that shit. We see more of them. So we already have these images in our head of that the white people was here. And we can't see us getting there. And then even on a deeper note, when it comes to that Section 8 shit, people don't even know that was a trap. That's a whole nother subject to even really get into. And we be stuck on a lot of that shit.
I think the elders, though, a lot of destroying of the neighborhoods is because we just didn't want to listen to the elders. You had the black dude, older black dude, Vietnam vet, whatever, outside gardening, keeping up his yard, making sure trash was picked up. But over time, them niggas got ran over by the youth. Let's keep it 100. Nobody respected the elders that were trying to upkeep the community.
We had no Vietnam vets.
You didn't know a lot of niggas was vets. I know what you said.
We shed on the old dude. Oh man, fuck them niggas. Or fuck granny, whatever. No, we didn't protect them to keep them from doing what they were supposed to be doing. We turned it into a jungle.
See, it's easy to say that, but when you grow up in gangbanging areas, the old niggas ain't teaching you none of that, nigga. They teaching you more wrong than good. And 9 times out of 10, we learned how to clean up and do a lot of different things and take care of our shit from our mama. At least in my home, she had us doing chores in elementary, all different type of shit. So we wasn't really just some dirty ass kids that was fucking shit up.
Now what he's saying is like respecting where you live. Because
I know that's
if
what
you
I'm
live
getting
in the
at.
hood,
Yeah.
you don't, outside of your own home, you don't give a fuck. Niggas throwing trash everywhere. You go to other countries, trash ain't even allowed on the ground, not even a cigarette butt. Nigga, you cross Orange County, clean as a motherfucker. You go back towards Long Beach or LA or Compton or Watts, trash in the ground, in the fucking gutter. So it is a different respect level and a kind of a love for your community in the affluent communities. And it's not there due to a lot of reasons. We could say whatever we want. It's 2025. I'm leaving black people no room for excuses because we could start with the small shit. We could start with the not throwing trash where we live at. We gotta live here. You niggas in them project buildings, pissing in the hallway, pissing in the elevator. Y'all live there.
Yeah.
So now when you come and your mom is moving groceries and she got to go up 30 flights on the elevator and it smell like piss because nigga done pissed in the corner for the last 5 years, that's us. That's not the government doing it. We can't blame them for that. So we could start with the small shit and just show we give a fuck about where we got to lay our heads at. Then we can focus on, okay, how can we make this better? How can we get more funding? How can we do this? How can we do that? Because the funding for the schools is comes from the property taxes that you pay on your homes. But if you go to the hood, it's no homes.
And I get it.
So that's why the funding is not there. So it's a lot of different things we could work on politically, but you can't get there if you don't even give a fuck about where you live at.
Yeah, a lot of niggas, and I get it, like what we face when we step outside, you know, niggas become like, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? But
Facts.
we have to realize that we have to take pride in where we're from, where we lay our heads, our communities way more. And in turn, that'll probably make us feel better and act different as a people and as a culture. If you can't respect what you have, then how are you going to get anything else? How are you going to progress if you can't respect and take care of the little things that you have? The way you do anything is how you feel me. You do everything. So from small to big, if you can't go home and clean up or keep your block right, you're not going to be able to go and do that on a larger scale. That's just what it is.
Like, look, you go to the store.
But it start off with cultivating the minds at the end of the day. A lot of niggas don't even give a fuck about themselves, let alone be giving a damn about their community.
Yeah.
And whose fault is that? That's the point. That's what we addressing, nigga. That's our fault in a sense. We could say whatever the fuck. At the end of the day, it's 2025. Don't nobody not know what's going on by now.
Yeah.
Niggas know.
Niggas
Just think about it, bro. Motherfuckers from the hood will go to nice areas to shop. Why? Because the stores in they fucking neighborhoods, they stole so much, everything is locked the fuck up. You need deodorant, you gotta push the button and wait an hour for
somebody to come.
Yeah,
and then he take the deodorant and put that in the lock box
I
and take it to the fucking front. You come over here, nigga.
I ain't mad at no niggas stealing no hygiene because it's bad. I ain't mad at no niggas stealing no hygiene. It's bad.
Bro, I won't even stop at the store
Nah, you
in
right.
certain areas because every single thing that I need, I gotta push a button
That's a
and
fact.
find a nigga with a key.
And that nigga don't even want to come over there. He like, damn.
Hey, you got a key? You got
Yeah, you gotta ask 10 niggas.
And niggas like,
got
no, I ain't
50
got no
keys
key.
on
Nigga, you got
them,
30 keys on your head. Bring your bitch ass over here and open this up, nigga. So,
that's
I
facts.
mean, but we created that. And I know it's due to we don't have a lot of money, so sometimes you might got to get it how you live. But at the same time, I mean, that's a problem we
See,
created.
it's easy to say we created, but then on another segment, we'll be like, well, they came and put drugs in the neighborhood and alcohol and did all this shit to
It's a
fuck us
nuanced
up.
conversation.
So,
They
yeah,
did
so-
put drugs
so-
and alcohol and all that, but we picked it up and used it. We picked it up and used it. It ain't like we took it and went to their neighborhood and sold it. Niggas was looking at your mama coming down the block like, hey, try this. Niggas was selling to their own homie mama. Niggas was selling to their own aunties, their own grannies, their own like niggas did it to themselves.
Yeah.
They put the trap there, but we took the cheese on the mousetrap. So who fault really is it?
We did, and we continued to justify it. We still
Who
do
fault
today.
it is, nigga? It's their fault, nigga. Fuck all that.
Nah,
They
fuck
put it
that. You
there.
got a choice, nigga.
You do.
You got a choice.
Because it's niggas in that same neighborhood, just like what we was talking about the dude with Philly that lived a couple blocks down
Exceptions to every rule.
that didn't do that. That said, all right, I'm not going to do that, and went the other way. So you definitely do have a choice. It's just most niggas follow the herd.